So yeah. Um, I've come to tell on myself and to laugh at myself. So my logic got the best of me a bit earlier, and well, I've already shared the condition of my heart, and my logic was like, you need to get it together, because that ain't none of your business, you know. Sometimes my brain is so intellectual that it wants to have an argument with my heart. Like, get it together. Get it together. Get it together, heart. You know, instead of just like listening, like just relax. Just relax, brain. I know you want to, analyze and all of this other stuff, but just relax. Just relax. So what I did was go in my archives and I had a really good conversation. But I can't lie to myself. And you know what's so funny? I come online, just the way life operates when you get to a certain space and place within yourself. Um, like the divine God, it will check you. Do God be checking y'all? Because God be checking me all the freaking time. I be getting checked like, sit down and shut up. Those are not the exact words, but golly. So I come on and specifically see a young man just speaking the whole truth, explaining why he is single, saying that he's not delusional, saying that he's not going to accept just anything, saying that he knows what love feels like and he is not going to accept anything less than that. I'm like, look at this young, bright motherfucker right here. And it's like, yeah, that is where the fuck I am. And I just gotta sit the fucking wait too, cause like, yeah, no, I'm not. I could, it's interesting because I've been presented several times this year to be controlling over somebody the fuck else, and I know it would be not hard to do, but I'm not interested in doing that shit. I am only interested in controlling myself. I literally, prime example, had people of authoritative positions, both men, suggest, why don't you just get somebody to fill the position and you just run it from the outside? I'm like, what? Get somebody to fill the position and run it from the outside? Oh, you think this is just something that just popped up in my head? You don't recognize this is something that I've been divinely ordered to do. And either you guys are going to help me do it or you're not, but it's still going to get done. And it's not going to get done because I'm going to be controlling somebody else. It's going to get done because I'm going to do it. And the people that's supposed to do it with me are the people that's going to do it with me, not what you're recommending. Two men recommended that to me this year. And now I just been presented with another opportunity that's like, do whatever you say do. I'm like, no. That's not what I want. Oh, no. 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 No, 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 no. That ain't it. I made it clear. I thought I made it clear earlier. Love. That's it. That's it. Nothing less. Nothing even more. Just love. Just love. LOVE. Just that. That's it. That's what I'm looking to share. I used to think that was something that you cultivate. And I don't think it's something that you cultivate. I think it's something that you practice. I think it's something that you practice within yourself. You practice through yourself. And if you happen to cross paths with someone and there's a compatibility and there's a mutuality there, then you can practice it together. Um, but I don't think it's something that that you build. I think it's something that exists. I think it's just something that is at this point, because not now relationships obviously are something that you cultivate and something that you build, but love and relationships are two different things. You can be totally in love and be totally out of a relationship. Like, that's possible. It's very possible. It's very possible. And love does have a distinct um, energy. It's distinctive. It's not like, you can't really pretend it. You can't pretend it. You can't pretend it. Like the young man said, a person would have to be very delusional to not recognize it or never have experienced it. And I don't know. I'm not saying that that's not possible, but as a former orphan, literally, I know what it is. I experienced it. I may not have experienced it to the degree, perhaps not as others, but I experienced it. I'm going to call her name. Miss Mamie Lee, or Miss Mamie Lee loved me. Miss Mamie Lee loved me. Miss Mamie Lee did not at all, was not obligated at all, in no way, in her 70s, to say, I'm going to love and nurture this baby. She had no obligation. She had no obligation. She didn't push me out. She didn't push out my mammy. She had no obligation at all. But she chose to do that. She chose to love me. She fed me well. She took good care of me. She dressed me well. She taught me manners and, how to eat properly. No, I eat properly outside. Inside, I don't. Like, inside my own space, you can see that I love food. That's evident when I'm in my own quarters. But when I'm outside, I'm cutting food properly, my knife, fork. Now, I may not know which fork is which fork when it gets to really fancy, But she was a classy lady. Classy lady. Oh, lovely lady. I just finished sharing with somebody how I used to watch so many detective shows when I was younger. Murder, She Wrote, Knight Rider. I love Knight Rider. That car, those cars exist now. um, and what else? Columbo. Like, those were a lot of, yeah, the shows that I watched from a baby, because those were the shows she was watching. So I barely watched Sesame Street. Like, Sesame Street was a treat. I think I had to sneak and watch Sesame Street, because in the daytime I was watching The Price is Right. I told you she was 70. Oh, so game shows, detective shows. And my outside was knocking on people's doors, selling them watchtowers. Yeah, when I was younger, we sold watchtowers. Yeah, watchtowers are publications of the Jehovah Witnesses. So yeah, I got some good. I got my first decade, man. It was like, it was really good. It was really good. And not to say my second one wasn't, but it was definitely more challenging. That's where life was like lifing me. All type of stuff happened in the second decade. I had a major accident, major surgeries, got pregnant, became a mom, got married to the wrong person, was in abusive relationships, was homeless, was bouncing from here to there to here. Like, my second decade was whew. And my third decade was me diving deep into spirituality and healing from grief, and really discovering self development, applying self development, growing, healing, still mothering, of course, still dealing with economical things and things of that sort. But this fourth decade, baby, 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 baby. This fourth decade is something else. This fourth decade, I'm still in the beginning of it. I'm still in the beginning of it, and I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to mention it again because it's worth mentioning. My birth mom did not make it to to her fourth decade, and so I was a little nervous. I was like, am I? What do I do? What's going on? Like, I was just nervous, and then it came, and I was just like, oh, okay, and then, and then. And then I woke up one day shortly after and I felt like a teenager within my body. And I was like, what's go hormonally? Like, I was just like, ooh, what's going on here? What's happening? What is this? I haven't felt this vigorous in what's going on? And there was just, no outlet. It was just no freaking outlet. Because I'm not accepting the mundane. I am only accepting the love and not just the name of it. The feel. It has a feel to it. You don't really even have to say it because you feel it. It's good to hear it, but you feel it before you hear it. I believe, at least in my experiences, I've never had somebody confess their love to me, and then I felt it. I've always felt it before. It's always been a feeling before, and then they confess it. It's like I already know. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. Me too. Those have been not a lot of situations because here's the deal, people, with love. Here's the deal with love. You have to develop it within yourself first. You cannot love another person and not love yourself. And it's evident if you're loving yourself. Like, it's evident. It's evident. It shows. It shows. It shows. And I'm not talking about the made up, because I don't do none of that stuff. I'm not saying that I won't do that stuff. I have put on lashes before. Sometimes I do put on cover up. But it shows. You can feel it. Come on, we know that we are electromagnetic beings already. So we can feel frequencies. And, like, we're energetic. We can, and it has to be cultivated within yourself. When you cultivate it within yourself, then you can offer it to somebody else. But you can't offer somebody something that you haven't cultivated in yourself. And just doing the basics, just caring for your physical is not enough. You have to care for everything. You have to care for yourself emotionally. You have to care for yourself spiritually. You have to care for yourself mentally. Like, you have to be actively caring for those aspects of yourself as a human being, because those are all aspects of being a human being. We're not just flesh and blood. So yeah, I'm about to go to the gym myself. Shoot, listen, y'all at the gym, y'all fit and looking good. Hey, kudos to you. I'm right there. I'm right there with you. I just chose to go and deal inside first before I started focusing so much on the outside. Do I have regrets about that? I kind of feel like I should have been doing both simultaneously. However, again, energy. My energy was poured for the last almost 3 decades into my son. And, I had to learn and almost force myself to stop doing it because it became automatic. It became so automatic. It was like, oh, wait a minute, this person's grown. And they may still have a lot of growing to do and wisdom to acquire and things of that sort. And I love them very much, but they grown. They grown. They almost 30. Shoot, I did not have, I told you where my consistency stopped at the age of 10. Now, I'm not saying I didn't get I didn't learn any other lessons after 10, but that's where the structure stopped, like at 10. Like after that, it was just everything all over the place. So to have somebody for almost 3 decades pour wisdom and love and time and sacrifice into you, I have not experienced that yet. Perhaps I will in this new chapter, but I haven't experienced it yet. I was the one doing a lot of the pouring, and then I had to learn. Oh, I pour into me too, huh? I didn't even know that was a thing. Nobody told me that was a thing. I didn't know that's what Mamie was doing when she was watching her shows and drinking her sanka and doing the stuff that she liked to do. I thought she just was being an adult. I didn't know she was actually pouring into herself by doing the things that she enjoyed doing. So I'm glad that I am where I am right now. I'm glad that I am who I am right now. I'm grateful to be, and yeah, I just came on here to talk about myself because I had a whole moment, and it just is more confirmation. Like, get it together, girl. But my confirmation went a little overboard logically. My logic was like, oh no, you got to stop. Like, you got to stop. But I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I will continue to pour into me, and perhaps the more I pour into me, the more I will grow beyond where I am right now. But it is what it is. I am there. I heard somebody say it very accurately, emotionally. I'm emotionally involved. It's not funny. It's just when I'm not feeling crappy in that space, it's interesting. When I'm feeling crappy, it's definitely not funny. It's time for me to self reflect because now I am feeling crappy because of how I feel. And I need to look at me in the mirror and see, why the heck are you feeling like this? And my logic kicked in today. I was like, get it together. Like, go outside. Get to dating. Get, girl, find you something to do. And that's what drove me to reach into my archive. And when I reached into my archive, and this is not an archive of somebody that I've actually even met. This is just somebody who showed interest in me. And I was like, mm-mm. Just instinctively a little bit like that. Like, mm-mm. And I was like, well, let's see. People grow. I've grown. Let's readdress. And the conversation started off really okay. There was things in common, and like they're also at a point in their life where they have that desire to build something substantial. But then they started like throwing game at me. Like, I want to be how you want to be anything to me, and you don't even know me yet. You want to be mine forever? You don't know me. You just want to have forever. Say it like that. Don't say you want to be mine and you don't even know me. You know? But I wasn't mean. I was nice. I was like, you know, just being honest. I even told them that my heart is elsewhere. So like, if you ignore that, I don't know what to tell you. But I did. I was honest. Like, I'm open to dating. I'm open to getting to know other people and seeing if there's a compatibility or what the vibes are. Which being intentional at the same time, but also not ignoring those things. Yes, I recognize that chemistry is not everything, but it is a part of it. Like, it is a part of it. You can't say it's not. Yes, it's not everything, but it's a part of the big picture. So let's not neglect that part. Let's not like act like you can fake that part. You can ignore. You can just move. I mean, people do move on now without having that, but that's not where I'm at. It's absolutely not where I'm at. It's not. I have no interest in it. with the whole shaboing boing. I'm the whole shaboing boing. Give me the whole shaboing boing back. God, divine ancestors, send it, send it, send it, send it, send it, send it. I receive it. Simple as that. So, yeah, it was quite an interesting evening. Quite an interesting evening. But yep, it is what it is. It is what it is. Somebody typing in this thing? This is a lie. So sometimes people do type. But yeah, I'm gonna grab me a little snack and take my butt to bed because I am gonna go outside tomorrow. I am gonna do some peopling tomorrow, and it's gonna be a better day. I'm gonna do my evening practices because the sister got to practice what she preach. Okay, I can't be like everybody. Take care of yourself completely. Take care of yourself mentally. Take care of yourself spiritually. Take care of yourself emotionally, and take care of yourself physically. And then I'm not applying those principles. I live by those principles. So I'm not saying it because I read it somewhere. I'm saying it because I apply it to my life. And I just literally started new practices. So my practices change, they fluctuate, they upgrade, and they don't stay the same. But those aspects of me, I take care of. And I encourage everybody to take care of those aspects of themselves because it's very important. Because you got to take care of yourself totally. You have to love yourself totally. You have to take care of yourself totally. You have to accept yourself. You got to check yourself. I definitely had to check myself. It got checked too. Like, oh, it can't even say nothing. I like correction. I like to be right. I like to be correct. You know, I ain't gonna lie and be like, oh no, I want to be wrong. No, I don't. I want to correct me. Tell me, steer me in the right direction, please. You know, and I'm stubborn, so it's a little tricky with me. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better at just accepting things to be what the heck they is. I'm getting better at checking myself, you know, and not allowing my logic to go all the way to the left. And even if it does, like, you know, just be aware enough to be like, uh huh. So where was you going? Like, where you was going? Oh, mm mm. No, you're not. Like, damn. Damn. I really be trying to get away sometimes. Like, even I don't want to, but it just seems like it's the smart thing to do. Like, know what's going on. I don't know how I got here. But again, I think I just figured it out here on this live. I got to this space by taking care of myself. And I guess taking care of myself put me into the frequency to be able to recognize what I recognize. And therefore, here I is. And I have no complaints. I just have my logic go into override because I'll be like, girl, what you mad about? What you mad about? You got an attitude? Oh, you got an attitude because you ain't doing exactly what you want with who the heck you want to do. So you mad. You mad. And you ain't even supposed to be thinking like that. So get it together. Get it together. That's my logic. Be kicking in. They be trying to equate like, wait a minute, 1 plus 1 it's not adding. The math is not mathing. And my heart just sits there and watch my brain go bizarre for a hot second and then be like, mm-hmm. Where you was going? Nice. Did you enjoy it over there? Ooh, I know I'm not the only one who I know my heart and my intellect will become coherent. It will. It is. It's in the process of coherency. The more work and the more I evolve and I care for myself and all those aspects that I've shared with the world here on my platform and my suggestions on how they should care for themselves. As I do that more and more, the coherency will apply. So, when a little attitude come up, it'll just go away just as quickly as it comes, just be going like, psh. I won't dwell there. And I didn't dwell there this time. I just took action. I took action and decided to go into my database. I'm funny. I'm gonna start doing comedy. I promise you, I'm about to start doing it because when I tell you, I know I'm not the only one. I know. I could tell just observing motherfuckers. Like you could just observe. Like, hmm, okay, all right. I'll see how that happened. I see exactly how you got exactly where you is. I see it. I see I can do that math, you know? And it's not something to, life is life. I watched this lady and she said it as clear as possible. Now, she's my elder. I will give her that. She has way more experiences than I have as of date in this lifetime. And particularly, nonetheless, she looked amazing and sound amazing. And again, love is something that is. It's not something that you create. It's something that is. Can it grow? Can it expand? Absolutely. But it starts within yourself first. And it must always be within yourself for it to expand onto anything or anyone else outside of yourself. So this woman is evident, like she's loving on herself. And she's 80 and she looks like, I don't know, 55 to me. And she was on, I think, Tamara Hall. Tamara Hall was interviewing her, and Tamara Hall asked her. She said, What advice would you give to younger generations?" And she said, "Life is a journey. It is what it is. There's a divine plan." Like she just. I feel like this lady just read everything that I know already, but reiterated it and said it so gracefully. And it was such a reminder. I reposted it and I was just like, yes, yes of the yes of the yes. Ashe, thank you, thank you. And then I laughed afterwards because the the humor to me is like we know, everybody knows, like we know we have divinity within us. Whether we're conscious of it is another thing, but knowledge is knowledge. Knowing is knowing. It is what it is. Now, sometimes you may not be aware of what it is, but that doesn't mean you don't know, if that makes sense. I don't want to confuse y'all. I'm just going to stop right here. Anyway, you know the truth when you hear the truth because it resonates. You know the truth when you see the truth because it resonates. I'm gonna say one more thing before I get off of here. My good, intelligent cousin of mine's. I know her logic be in overdrive too. Um, she shared a reel with me by Riza, and it was so accurate. It was so true, and it was just so on point. And he was calling people out. He was just putting it out there, and I was like, yes, thank you, 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 for sharing this with me because I know this. I definitely know this. I definitely experienced this and observed this. But what I will say, I'm not going to repeat what Riza said verbatim. You'll have to like catch it. Maybe I can share it. I'm gonna screen record it and share it here so you can hear him. And then you'll know. And then I'll put it up as a short and then connect it to this video now. It won't be until like 20, 30 minutes into the video that I'm talking about what he said, but I'll put it up there. So you can fast forward if you want to. I'll do that as soon as I get off and right before I grab my snack and do my practices that I need to do for me. Um, I feel like I know what he's saying is accurate and true, but I feel like I'm experiencing the opposite of that. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing, and I get it. I mean, I would definitely be protective and selective and all of that. Oh, forgot to put my phone on do not disturb. Sorry for the notification that came in. But yeah, I'm gonna post it and share it on my platform because it's evident. And if I know, I trust how I'm feeling. If I am experiencing the opposite of what he said, like the actual actions that he's describing actually happening, wow. Gratitudes on gratitudes on gratitudes on gratitudes. With that, I'm signing off. Thank you for tuning in again to the SupaTea Podcast Show. I did not expect to do two Thursday events, but hey, um, you got two. So lucky y'all who get to hear me speak. Thanks for tuning in and check the link in the description so that you can also work on developing yourself. All of you. Thank you.